Testing the microphones.
Yes, testing the microphones since we're waiting for one member of our today's team.
So, how's the trip gonna be today?
Well, we'll see. It can be full of surprises or it can be nice and smooth. The weather is not friendly at the moment, so...
Yeah, it's kind of a really grey.
Yeah, really grey and rainy,
pouring.
but it's supposed to get better during the day, so we'll see. We have some nice spots to visit. We have around 100 kilometers to drive through. A few routes that can be quite demanding, so we'll see.
Good, let's put the Pajero to the test. It's good that we have like this proper off-road vehicles with us, so I don't have to be so worried.
No need to worry, we're together, so whatever comes, we'll manage.
Together forever.
Following a lengthy, warm summer with persistent gearbox troubles, the anticipation for off-road adventures grew. This time, the journey led to Suwalki, alongside the SUValska Team who would guide through the picturesque terrain. With everything packed, the team, including my daughter Lena and Michael, the mechanic behind the Pajero's upgrades, set out, eager for the challenges awaiting. Soon, the first hurdle presented itself, deep ruts with steep edges ensnared Tomek. Amid shifting between reverse and forward, a gearbox glitch left him without a reverse gear. Despite this rocky start, Tomek chose to press on, leaning on the support of the remaining vehicles and winches to navigate through the day's track.
powalone drzewo.
A recent storm had swept through, leaving many trees uprooted in its wake. Some blocked our path, calling for the chainsaw to clear the way forward. This unexpected obstacle added a dash of resolve to our off-road endeavor as we worked together to resume our journey through the wild trails of Suwalki.
Matti, tell me, what's the plan?
Plan is to get forwards and do by any means necessary. So what we're doing here is we're running a winch line to the side and attaching one of these to change the angle from where we're winching. And there's a fallen tree on the track, and we're gonna cut it, attach the winch line to the tree, and then we're gonna pull it sideways, hopefully, so that we can clear the road. How it's gonna go? I don't know.
The reality of Tomic's missing reverse gear set in amidst the narrow, tough trails we had navigated so far. Towing him backward for an alternative route seemed impossible, yet persistence and intuition shone through once more. The main trunk on our path was too hefty to move, but with a winch and some snatch blocks, we managed to haul it aside, opening the way for our convoy to press on through the trail. Our trail seemed to be a magnet for hurdles. Shortly after resolving the fallen trunk issue, a new challenge arose. Another tree partially obstructed our route. The trail was tight, and the obstruction too low for Simon and Yulina to pass under. A parallel path to our left appeared promising but somewhat rugged, especially for the larger vehicles. The difficult position of the partially fallen tree deemed it too risky to tackle with our gear. Getting around this barrier was our best choice, showcasing once again the essence of adaptability in off-road voyages.
Turn it up now.
Just as we feared, the alternative path was too narrow. Tomek soon got stuck between two large rocks. To prevent any damage to the car, his only option was to grab a shovel and dig around the rock to move it enough to get the car through. Situations like these are never enjoyable and can take a long time to resolve.
Would you like to tell all of our 3 million viewers how do you feel right now?
Nope. I feel like nope. And this road feels like nope.
Having cleared the path for Tomek, the rest of the vehicles found it much easier. With Simon guiding me, I managed to navigate through the narrow gap, having just a tiny 2 centimeters of space on each side. Moving cautiously and slowly, I eased past the rocks, continuing our off-road adventure through Suwalki's challenging trails.
How old are these bridges? They started building those bridges in 1912, so it's over 100 years old. The first one, because it was at the same time, the first one was finished in 1914, the second one in 1918. It was part of the huge plan of German Emperor Wilhelm II, Italy. And he wanted to build a huge railway from Przemysl to Kulewiec, he said, and it was part of this plan. But that's in the start of the first one that war has stopped a little bit. What was with this? This big investment for the career. Because imagine was over 100 years old, so the technology was very different that we have now. Yeah, of course, and the amount of steel and concrete needed for those bridges were underestimated by the engineers, so the money ran out. And they had to stop for a while. The train was running on only one of the bridges, the one we're walking on right now. The second one is never used. And on YouTube you can still find a very old movie clip of a train running through those bridges. So these are really old. Yeah, these are really, really old, but very well kept, well maintained. And there's an urban legend. It has that not far from here there's a place Roda, and it was a military base for Germans during Second World War. And the pilots, the Luftwaffe. And legend has it that the young pilots were tested how brave they are, and they had to fly under the bridges. So when we go down, you tell me if, in your opinion, it's possible or not for them to fly under.
Crazy.
How do you know all this? I've been living here my whole life, basically. My parents brought me here to Suwalszczyzna when I was 4, quite a long time ago. So you know the history. Yeah, I know the history, and because I live here, it's really good to know where I'm from, basically. So now we're gonna take those steps down, and we'll look at the bridges from under. Sure.
So what's happening here?
What's happening here?
Yeah.
We're in front of the ruins of Protestant church.
Protestant.
Yes, this church was built in between 1612 and 1617.
Ooh,
So it's very old. It survived nearly untouched until Second World War, when the German were retracting and the Soviet army was coming into this area. They bombed the church. And all the Protestants escaped from this region because they were afraid of the Red Army and the Soviet soldiers. After the Second World War, basically nobody has returned to this place, and there was no one to look after and rebuild the church. and it stayed like that, and it's collapsing and disrupting every year. We'll go inside. You'll see how it looks inside, but the place is quite creepy, and especially
Spooky.
the
Like this.
circumstances.
Yeah, getting a little dark already, and birds have stopped singing.
There's no wind. So let's go and let's have a look.
Yes, let's have a look.
Debris is from the walls and the roof,
Yeah.
and the windows, which we see behind the bushes. We would have around a meter above our heads, if it not for the
For all the
bricks
rubble. Yeah, bricks.
bricks and stones.
Now only a short drive remained before we could set up a campfire, enjoy warm soup, sausages, and each other's company. The trip and the historical spots we explored were awesome, making this adventure memorable. In a few weeks, I'm off to Romania with just my loyal furry friend Rosie. Stay tuned for episodes from Romania. I'll do my best to edit a video every day from the 7 days long journey. What did you think of today's episode? Please leave a comment below. To support these videos, please consider giving me a like and subscribe. The upcoming trip is bound to be absolutely epic.